Bacteriophages. Even bacteria can get a virus. The viruses that infect bacteria are called bacteriophages. Phages means to eat. जो बैक्टीरिया को खा जाते हैं नष्ट कर देते हैं उसके ऊपर थ्राइव करके उसकी पूरी मशीनरी पे कब्जा कर लेते हैं, ऐसे वायरसेस बैक्टीरियोफेगस कहलाते हैं. The light bacteriophages may use infect their bacteria host. Two different cycles वो use करते हैं. एक होती है the lytic cycle. The phage infects a bacterium, hijacks the bacterium to make loads of phages and then kills the cell by making it explode. Lysogenic cycle. The phage infects a bacterium and inserts its DNA into the bacterial chromosome, allowing the fake DNA, now called a prophage, to be copied and passed on along with the cell's own DNA. A bacteriophage, or phage for short, is a virus that infects bacteria. Like other type of viruses, bacteriophages vary a lot in their shape and genetic material. Phage genome can consist of either DNA or RNA and can contain as few as 4 genes or as many as several hundreds. The capsid of a bacteriophage can be icosahedral, filamentous, or head-tail in shape. The head-tail structure seems to be unique to phages and their close relatives and is not found in eukaryotic viruses. Bacteriophage infection. Bacteriophages, just like other viruses, must infect a host cell in order to reproduce. The steps that make up the infection process are collectively called the life cycle of the phage. Some phages can only reproduce via a lytic life cycle in which they burst and kill their host cell. Other phages can alternate between a lytic life cycle and a lysogenic life cycle, in which they don't kill the host cell and are instant copies along with the host cell DNA at the time of cell division. Some phages can only reproduce by a lytic life cycle. Let's take a closer look at these two cycles. As an example, we will use a phage called lambda phage, which infects E. coli bacteria and can switch between lytic and lysogenic cycles. In the lytic cycle, a phage acts like a typical virus. It hijacks its host cell, uses the cell's resources to make lots of new phages, causing the cell to lyse, burst, and die in the process. The stages of the lytic cycles are attachment. Proteins in the tail of the phage bound to a specific receptor on the surface of the bacterial cell. The phage injects its double-stranded DNA genome into the cytoplasm of the bacterium. DNA copying and protein synthesis. Phage DNA is copied and phage genes are expressed to make proteins such as capsid proteins. Assembly of new phages. Capsid assemble from capsid proteins and are stuffed with DNA to make lots of new phage particles. Late in the lytic cycle, the phage expresses genes for proteins and poke holes in the plasma membrane and cell wall, and holes let water flow in, making the cell expand and burst into an overfilled water balloon. Cell bursting or lysis releases hundreds of new phages which can find and infect other host cells nearby in this way. A few cycles of lytic infection can let the phage spread like wildfire through a bacterial population. Lysogenic cycle. The lysogenic cycle allows a phage to reproduce without killing its host. Some phages can only use the lytic cycle, but the phage we are following, lambda, can switch between the two cycles. In the lysogenic cycle, the first two steps, attachment and DNA injection, occurs just as do for the lytic cycle. However, when the phage DNA is inside the cell, it is not immediately copied or expressed to make proteins. Instead, it recombines with a particular region of bacterial chromosome. This causes the fake DNA to integrate it into the chromosome. The integrated fake DNA called a prophage is now active. Its genes aren't expressed and doesn't drive production to new phages. However, each time a host cell divides, the prophage is copied along with host DNA, getting a free ride. The lysogenic cycle is less flashy than the lytic cycle, but at the end of the day is just another way for phage to reproduce. Under the right condition, the prophage can become active and came out of the bacterial chromosome, triggering the remaining step of lytic cycle. How does a phage decide whether to enter lytic or lysogenic cycle? When it infects a bacterium, one important factor is the number of phages infecting the cell at once. Larger number of co-infecting phages make it more likely that the infection will use the lysogenic cycle. This strategy may help prevent the phages from wiping out their bacterial host. What triggers is a prophage to pop back out of the chromosome and enter the lytic cycle. At least in the laboratory, DNA damaging agents like UV radiation and chemicals will trigger more prophages in a population to reactivate. Even a small fraction of the prophages in a population spontaneously go lytic even without these external cures. Bacteriophages versus antibiotics. Before antibiotics were discovered, there are considerable research on bacteriophages as a treatment for human bacterial diseases. Bacteriophages attack only their host bacteria, not human cells, so they are potentially good candidates to treat bacterial diseases in humans. After antibiotics were discovered, the phage approach was largely abandoned in many parts of the world. However, phages continue to be used for medicine purpose in a number of countries. There is increasing interest in bringing back the phage approach elsewhere, and antibiotic resistant bacteria become more and more of a problem. Research is still needed to see how safe and effective phages are, but who knows? One day your doctor might write you prescription for a phage instead of penicillin.